Good morning, friends. It's Brekkie from BrekkeWrites, and I'm a working writer mom, and this is a channel about balancing your creativity with your career and your kids. I am here to give you my NaNoWriMo plan. So for Camp NaNoWriMo, July of 2020, which who knows what this month will bring. I do have some plans. My plans are actually the same as what they were back in April, and that is 15 hours of work towards one of two projects. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I think I'm going to commit to doing Camp NaNo, and I find that an hourly tracking progress more than a word count progress is something that I feel is achievable for me in my crazy life with my 4 children and working from home and the dumpster fire that has been 2020. Comment down below, let me know. Has 2020 been a dumpster fire for you personally? Like, have you weathered this okay? Or like, are you also caught up in the mayhem? Because I certainly have. Anyways, I have 2 projects that I'm working on. The first one I'm hoping to finish up in the first week of NaNoWriMo is my light revisions of a book that I did a first query on. I only queried about 12 agents, and I had a couple of full requests, so there was some good feedback, but then there was a lot of sort of auto rejects, and I think the query needs to be tweaked a little bit, and I wanted to add some tension. I got some CP feedback after I'd sent out a first round of queries that let me know that there needs to be a little bit more tension, and there was definitely space for it. It was on the shorter side. So my goal is to get this as close to 55,000 words as possible. I started at about 48.5, so just shy of 49,000. So about 6,000 words added. I know that I'm almost at 51,000 words as of this morning. I'm filming this on July 3rd, so not too much work to do, but when you're in the editing process and all of it is fine tuning, it can take a while. So that is project number 1 that I'm hoping to knock out as quickly as possible and really finish by the first full week, maybe the second weekend of July. And then the rest of camp is going to be doing as much of a quick and dirty zero draft. I wouldn't even call it a true first draft, but really fleshing out each of the major plot points and writing a quick and dirty draft of the first book and what I hope to be a middle grade trilogy that is about 2 boys who go into an enchanted forest and discover a bunch of Norse mythological creatures. I'm sorry if you can hear the lawnmower in the back. I'm filming this in my kitchen because everybody's asleep upstairs. So the idea of this story is that it's 2 brothers who are actually going to stay with their great aunt in rural Minnesota while their parents, who are both doctors, are dealing with the pandemic. That's sort of the setup. And then they discover that her backyard leads into an enchanted forest, and they go and have adventures dealing with some of the truly terrifying creatures of Norse mythology. Not the gods. I'm not interested as far as the god myths. I am more interested in all of the creature beings, like, well, gnomes didn't exist in traditional Norse mythology, but the Nissi or the Tomte, the Mara, all the different water creatures that are trying to drown you, because Norse myths are basically everything is trying to kill you. I may also incorporate a little bit of like British and Celtic mythical beings. I haven't quite decided if they're going to make an appearance. There will be elves, but they will play a smaller role in the first book, and they won't be elves like we think of elves exactly, but dwarves, elves, mythological beings from the Norse tradition. I'm very excited about this. I am Norwegian American and I grew up on a lot of Norse folk tales and things, so this is something, it feels like an ode to my dad and my dad's parents working on this story. So I'm very excited about that, and so my goal is to get a whole well, I don't want to say first draft because my goal was really like 20,000 words, 25,000 words, just to get a nice quick and dirty draft, know where I'm going, know where I'm heading, and then take a break from that so I can come back to it, flesh it out, maybe make this my NaNoWriMo project. I'm not really sure for November, but come back to that and begin to plot books 2 and 3, because I think it would make a really great trilogy. The boys have sort of a first adventure and then realize that they're going to be staying longer and have basically one book that is a semi-standalone and then a duology for books 2 and 3 is kind of the plan that I have in place tentatively. We'll sort of see as I get writing. It might end up just being a standalone. We'll see. But that's the plans. That's the NaNoWriMo plans. 15 hours, 30 minutes a day is the goal, because I know I'm not gonna be able to write every day. I work from home. I have 4 kids. That's not feasible, and I learned that in April. But my goal is for maybe 3 days a week, 4 days a week, to get up early. I got up early this morning, and to try to get an hour and a half of writing and revising time in before everyone else gets up, and then if I don't get back to it for the rest of the day, I have accomplished something. So that is my plan. Comment down below, let me know what you're doing. Are you doing Camp Nano? Are you a creative that uses programs like Camp Nano or NaNoWriMo or other sort of months of creativity to boost or jog your creativity? I find that when I have challenges, especially if I have different challenges per month, or I take a couple of months of no challenge and then offer a challenge like Camp Nano or NaNoWriMo in November, I feel more enthusiastic. It just gives me concrete goals I'm working towards that, unlike the arbitrary goals I'm setting for myself, have a community to make those deadlines seem more valuable and important, and to help me enforce those deadlines on myself. I don't know why that is, why I can't just say, okay, my deadline is X and then you meet it. Like I need an outside accountability group, really. I need outside accountability beyond even just one person. It needs to be a community of people, and that helps me go, no, this is important, rather than 1,000 other household projects like the garden or making sure everything is super tidy or whatever. We still have a suitcase that hasn't been unpacked from our trip. So choosing to write and choosing to augment my life, like getting up super early to write so I'm up before the kids, is something that is certainly a new habit and a learned habit that I have now that I have babies, but it's something that I find I'm better at when I have things like NaNoWriMo, or when I'm doing a reading challenge. I do better with reading per month if I have a month-long reading challenge that I'm really excited about. I don't know why that is. Tell me, comment down below. Does that work for you? Do you use challenges? All right, that's it for me. Those are my 2 projects. Let me know what you guys are working on, and if you are going to be doing Camp Nano, I'll leave my info down below. Find me, let's be buddies, let's be accountability partners. I'm really excited about it this month. I'm hoping I make some good progress on both my projects, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!